What is happening, guys? This is Bharat Nagpal for iGyaan, and the Sony Xperia Z2 has just been launched in India, and we are here with an unboxing and an exclusive hands-on of the device. So the phone has a new triluminous display and the ability for 4K movie recording. It is IP55 and 58 rated, and you do have a new Snapdragon 801 chipset on the inside. Let's go ahead and take a look at the box contents. Now this is a demo box, so you might see a different box when you finally purchase a retail model. So inside the box, the first thing is the Sony Xperia Z2. We have this blue-purple sort of color. We're going to put that to the side, and we're going to take a look at what else is inside. So we have a quick start guide and a startup guide. We also get the SAR information, FCC statement and declaration of conformity, a standard USB to micro USB charging cable, very high quality cables from Sony, so we are happy with that. We also get a set of earphones. I don't know if these are going to be the final earphones, because if they are, that's a terrible thing, because they're not the best earphones that we've seen. They're not even in ear, and they have round and standard cables, so not very impressive earphones, and I hope that the final edition does not get these earphones. So that's the device. I'm going to get rid of the plastic packaging from the front as well as the back, so you can take a look or a closer look at the device itself without the plastic on it. So that's the color we have. It's going to be available in a bunch of colors in India, white and black being the primary sellers, and this purple blue color, which is initially going to be launched in 3, and then possibly more colors will be added. So as you can see, we have the Sony logo and the front-facing camera over there, along with a couple of sensors. So below that is the new 5.2-inch 1920 by 1080p display. It is a triluminous display, and the touch capacitive buttons are now on the screen. So you have on-screen buttons versus physical buttons. And you also have the Bravia mobile engine. On the bottom is the speakerphone and the connection for the lanyard point, which looks nice because you have a steel bezel that goes around the device. On the right side, you have the camera shutter button, the volume rockers, the power button, and a slot for installing a micro SD card. And this device will accept a micro SD card of up to 128 GB. On the top is the secondary noise cancelling microphone and the 3.5mm jack. On the left is the docking port, along with the micro USB charging, data syncing port, and the SIM card slot. But you need Edward Scissorhand hands to get the SIM card tray out. At the back, you'll see a 20.7 megapixel sensor, the same as the one on the Xperia Z1, and you have a G lens system over here, 1/2.3-inch sensor, and you also have NFC, the Sony logo at the back. Just a bunch of information. I've accidentally changed the language to something that I don't understand. It appears to be Malaysian, so I'm going to go into settings real quick. First, I'm going to bump up the brightness to make the display a lot more visible on the camera, and then I'm going to go into settings, and I'm going to change the language to English so that most of us can understand what this is. So there you go, guys. This is the new Xperia Z2, and this is what the interface looks like. It's very similar to the previous editions of Xperia interfaces that we've seen, and this device now has a built-in answering machine, so which you can enable later on once you have a SIM card put in there. So for countries like India, we still don't have voicemail, so enabling an answering machine might just come in handy. So you can see we have some preloaded videos over here. I'm going to quickly play one of those. Now this device can also shoot and play back 4K content. So if you have any 4K content that you would like to view on a phone, you would be able to play that on the new Xperia Z2. You can see that videos look absolutely stunning on this, and viewing angles on this display are fantastic as well, and the brightness has been improved quite a lot when compared to the Xperia Z1 is what I'm trying to look at over here, and it's a major improvement, a major upgrade, because the screen on the Xperia Z1 looked washed out. On this, it looks fantastic. Let's jump out. Let's check out what the keyboard looks like. So it should have a standard Xperia keyboard, and that's exactly what it has. You can customize the keyboard, add dictionaries, etc. Once you are ready to do that. You also get the Xperia continuous input system, so you can continue to type in if you want, but you need to download dictionaries, and it's currently doing that, so it won't allow me to type with continuous input. So while it downloads the dictionaries, I'm going to move forward. So let's take a look at the all app drawer. If you pull from the left, you get all the information that you would need to organize your application list. A bunch of applications are preloaded like BigFlix and Sony Live, which are Sony specific applications. You also have Xperia Lounge and a bunch of Xperia support applications. The standard Sony stuff that is preloaded, and you can get rid of most of these things if you don't want them. You can also create folders if you want to. So it's fairly easy. You can just drop in an application into another application and it'll create a folder within your all app list. You also have a PlayStation app that comes preloaded, and wow, that's a lot of legal information. You just accept that and you can go to the PlayStation Center, play some PlayStation enabled games. Now you can directly jump into 4K video recording from the home screen. There is a shortcut in a widget. You can change around a bunch of things like white balance, etc. You can also turn on the LED flash if you want to. The standard camera is more or less like the camera we saw on the Xperia Z1, and I'm just going to enable locations over here, and then you can go into different modes over here. Like I said, 4K video, time shift video, background defocus, AR effect. Now this background defocus has just been added, and it sort of has been added to take on the HTC One M8 and Samsung Galaxy S5's selective focus capabilities. So they've added that. There is also a shortcut to get to that directly from the home screen as well. The interface is very fast and responsive. Seems like a major upgrade over the previous editions. And let's quickly load up our website and see what it looks like on this device. I'm just stunned by how crisp the display looks. It looks really fantastic. You can see that it loads up the website really fast. It's very smooth to scroll across as well. It's still loading up one of the images, but you can see it loads up the website and scrolling is pretty smooth, and we're pretty happy with the overall response. The display is just fantastic. I can't get over how major an upgrade of the display this one is compared to the previous edition, which was the Xperia Z1, which had a really dull display. This one has a fantastic looking display. Now the last thing I'm going to do is play a video from iGyaan on this device and show you what that looks like, how video streaming looks like on this device. The audio quality is pretty impressive, and yes, this device is water resistant, so you can dunk it in water. You can also use it in rain, etc.
Unfortunately for HTC, they saw a big downfall in their popularity because people chose features over build quality and design, and a lot of companies, including infamous Korean manufacturer, took over from HTC 2013 and entered the HTC One. The One not only redefined the way HTC thought of their designs and their build qualities, but also set many benchmarks and won awards along the way.
The best thing about this is that the water does not affect the touch response of the device, and even with the screen wet, you can continue to use the screen. So they've managed to have that implementation on the new screen. The new display allows you to use the display properly with your hands, even if the screen is wet, which is fantastic, which is absolutely a brilliant thing that Sony could have done. So there you go, guys. This was a quick unboxing of the new water-resistant Sony Xperia Z2, the new flagship from the company with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 chipset. We'll be back with a full review shortly, so stay tuned for that. We're pretty happy with the overall improvements, but in terms of design and overall looks, the device is more or less identical to the first edition, which was the Xperia Z, and then the Z1, and then the Z2. They have more or less the same camera, but with more capabilities and 4K video recording. Stay tuned for more videos from iGyaan.in. Catch the full details on iGyaan.in and catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/iGyaan, youtube.com/iGyaanTV. For iGyaan Networks, this has been Bharat Nagpal. Thank you guys for watching.